Today's episode of the Federation's Finest podcast is brought to you by The House, the feature film, now streaming on Tubi. After a freak accident and a night out drinking leaves two of their friends dead, the lives of 6 teens are changed forever with the discovery of a mysterious revive serum that can bring one of their dead back to life, but only one. Now torn into multiple groups and fighting amongst each other, these teens must decide who they are, what they believe in, and what truly is the value of a life. Stream The House, directed by Miles Ross, now on Tubi for free, or head to thehousefeature.com or at thehousefeature on Instagram to learn more. That is thehousefeature.com or at thehousefeature on Instagram to learn more. Hello and welcome to the Federation's Finest. Banana, 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 terracotta, banana, terracotta, terracotta, pie. I'm your host, Miles. I'm a filmmaker from Seattle, but I'm also a big mech fan. I grew up on Gurren Lagann. I'm currently watching through Gal Geiger and Pad Labor with my brother, but I'm a die-hard mech fan at heart. With this show, I'm here to guide 3 Gundam newbies through the series and see if we can figure out what this giant robot thing is all about. We'll be covering this series in my own special order, emulating, but not quite following, the experience of discovering the show on Toonami or the internet in the early 2000s. On today's episode, we are covering Mobile Suit Gundam episodes 7, 8, and 9. If you want to watch along with us, you should go watch those. Fellas, I've waited so long for this set of episodes. Who do we got here today?
Huffing my blood back out of my extremities so I don't get G-locked. It is Tom, filmmaker from Alaska, here to hate on the DOPs, the bigger DOPs, and something I finally found I hate more than a DOP.
Alrighty, and with that, I am your local space cowboy Leo, here to spread the good word of God Emperor and prove that Gundam is in fact just Warhammer 40k. Just, if you scrambled the letters, you shake the Etch-a-Sketch a little too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Also, good news, I have officially, as I said last episode, finished Iron-Blooded Orphans, and am now moved on to Gundam 00.
General thoughts on IBO having finished it. Let's say without spoiling too much for...
No, absolutely. It was very, I enjoyed it. It was almost like a better Code Geass, almost. A really good first series to get into. Really, I really dig the art style. Something about their cell shading. I don't know if that's the right term, but their outlines for the character design. I really enjoyed it. Plus, the storyline and the characters just make the entire show. I think I gave it a solid 8.9 out of 10.
Sweet. Well, glad you enjoyed it. That ending theme, Orphans no Namida, Orphans whatever, is so sensational to me. Besides, raise your flag. All right. Kenny.
Yes, and I am Kenny, or Kenneth, whatever. Casual anime enjoyer, somewhat know about all the Gundam stuff, and now I'm going in blind with all this stuff. I'm a bit under the weather, just like Amro in these episodes, but I'll push through.
Thank you.
Amro's
Thanks for
not
being
under the weather. He's shell-shocked.
Yeah, he's just traumatized.
Hey, well, thank you all for being here. Top of the show. Hey, Leo, now leading in points by just a hair. What that metric means, you do not get to know, but he is leading just a little bit upon completing IBO. That's both for external stuff and participation points. So get your thoughts in. Everything counts. Hey, let's start with the beginning of episode 7, The Core Fighters Escape. And
extra big, extra stupid DOP. Recon edition.
Is this the one you hate more than the regular DOP?
I do hate it. I do hate it just as much as the regular DOP.
I'm gonna say
There's
this
something else
entire-
coming that I hate more.
I love
This
when
entire batch of episodes is just anti-Tom warfare.
I love
Yes.
when you go to the wiki, the thumbnail picture is Amuro unconscious.
It's just
and that-
Amuro G-locked.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
G-locking
Because-
it.
As soon as he got catapulted and turned his head, went, oh! I was like, dude, you're gonna pass out. This is gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, you know, the Gundam is an impressive machine. We are not quite at the point in technology where them G-forces are not going to take out your little untrained.
Well, that's
pilot.
why I had to look it up when Char was moving 3 times faster than a normal Zaku. I had to know what are the G-forces he was experiencing, and it was comparable with a fighter pilot, which is why it's wild he's doing that in a Prussian military outfit. But whatever, it's Char.
He's just built different, bro. The helmet makes him.
He is.
Ooh,
He's
Lynch.
built different.
All right. Well, how does our episode 7 start? Oh, sorry, Leo.
Episode 7 does in fact start with Haro pestering the elderly, which I just thoroughly enjoy. Both Haro and, bothering the elderly.
I love the universal film language of they have a bandage on their head. That means they're severely injured.
Of course.
Oh, absolutely.
They've been through a hard time.
Yeah, we see Sayla taking care of her bandaged dude at about 2:57 as Ryu walks in and grabs something else out the little med chamber there. Still cracks me up that White Base had civilian volunteer uniforms that are gendered blue and pink, but whatever.
They just had those at hand, or did they specialty print them?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Let me go to the bridge here for a bit. A bunch of random ass fucking numbers and equations flash on the screen for a good 3 seconds. That was fun to look at.
Oh yeah, as what is our guy who isn't bright here? I forget his name.
I'm just calling him LT.
No clue.
Lieutenant something. So I'm calling
Guy
him
in that chair.
guy in the chair. I should have
the
his name
adult.
in front of me. I love as they're all trying to figure things out, and Bright is once again back to being a subordinate. Lieutenant Reed.
That's his name.
Sarcastic friggin' Kai. Oh, Kai.
The worst.
Oh man.
The best.
Yeah, just this. I mean,
That is a man.
throughout these whole batch of episodes, Kai just becomes.
He's a
Just
full
really-
rage baiter.
He is
Yeah.
a man existing purely out of spite, in a bad way.
In everything, dude. Which sucks because they
Hey.
can't even get rid of him because he's good at all of his stuff.
Is he though?
Is he?
What
Because
is
when
he?
he gets in a fight, he loses all his ammo immediately because he panics. Like,
when he
sure.
is. Well, that is after like the 3 minutes that it takes him to stop pissing himself. However, going back to the current moment, what exactly does he do? Like, what is his role on the ship
He
besides sit in the
pilots the
chair
gun
and
tank.
stir the pot? Ah,
So-
yeah,
so-
he
He pilots
pilots.
the gun tank.
Yeah, he pilots the gun tank and gun cannon. Him and Hayato alternate a little bit. But the big thing is that I think he's just kind of an extra hand doing stuff. All the kids are doing stuff. I don't know what he does exactly, but
He's a foil for Amuro, and then they needed to find something for him to do within the scheme of work. So
Because,
Yeah.
like,
he fits
If you
in as
think
he
of-
needs.
about how he got onto White Base, he wasn't like invited, from what I remember. Didn't he like just sneak on, or like was just running in?
So I had to check this, and we didn't get to this during the origin, but a little bit about Kai. Amuro says it during this episode. Kai says something to tick Amuro off after about 4 minutes into the episode, and Kai snarks back, and Amuro's like, "You're." The Kakashi meme from Naruto when he's looking at Obito and he's like, "You're a grown ass man, dude." Amuro basically says that Kai is 18. He's closer to Bright and Sayla than Amuro and Hayato and them, which made me have to go look it up. He is 18 years old, and anyone guess his ethnicity?
Oh, brother, I have not a clue. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that this man is 18, but he's the one that comes up with the cockamamie, let's blow a hole in the side of the transport to confuse the enemy bullshit.
He is a Puerto Rican immigrant. And because of the way they talk about ethnicity in Gundam, I'm not sure if that means he was born in space and his family is of Puerto Rican descent, or if he was born on Earth and immigrated to Side 7 from Puerto Rico. But yeah. Two interesting things, and I don't want to talk too much. Number one, there is an IRL Gundam game. This is allegedly what Kai actually looks like.
Nope.
Nah.
Kai War from Earth. I love
No, he doesn't.
the ball.
Wasn't
No, he
blessed by
doesn't.
Tomino himself? Hell no.
Thank you, Kenny.
It's War for Earth is an old live action. It's a Gundam game from 1996 with live action cutscenes. It's the one where Char is a very weird Gaijin white dude in the helmet that I've posted. Number two, Kai being 18 brings up something fascinating because that breaks our canon for the origin. That breaks our canon for the origin a little bit because that implies he was a kid around the same age as Amuro and Frau and the rest of them. My personal head canon is that Kai, because that was earlier in the year, that was January, around the 1 week battle that we saw in the origin. This is September. My head canon is that Kai is a senior who graduated that like spring, that July or June, that May or June. And it is now September, and when Side 7 gets attacked by Zeon in episode 1, he just kind of was an 18-year-old sticking around. Like, he was supposed to leave Side 7, this military colony, but he just is there, and they're like, what are your plans? He's like, I don't really have any. He's like, oh,
See,
where do you work?
that's why I call him Trouble Steve. Because he's absolutely the guy hanging out on his motorcycle smoking cigarettes in the high school parking lot after he graduated.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Poking fun at the main character who's absolutely in that typical like bomber style jacket.
Yes. Who is Amuro in this situation? Who he isn't. He doesn't even successfully bully anyone. He just says snarkiness. He can't even take a punch, as we learn later. But yeah. Hey, question real quick, just because we got it going. Again, it's just funny to me that Kai is some guy who just walked on the white base. But
Yeah, like where did he come from? What does he do?
in this continuity, it is supposedly he's just an 18-year-old guy. I like to think, because I like the origin a bit more than most folks, that he is a super senior / just 18-year-old dude chilling around, being McConaughey in that one movie. No,
Dazed and Confused.
Dazed and Confused, yeah.
Yeah, but okay, Matthew McConaughey was cool, and you gotta keep living, man. LIVIN. This guy is just like, hey, fuck you, Amuro.
Yeah.
He's McConaughey, but nihilistic.
Yep.
Nihilistic McConaughey.
Amuro says something
New
really
band name, I call it.
nihilistic McConaughey. I like that.
Dig it.
Hey,
You're welcome.
Amuro makes a comment about his training hours. He says he has 36 training hours and a number of such and such in simulation. Do you think those are real, or was he just saying this so he could get in the cockpit?
I don't know, man.
Thoughts? Do you think he's had 36 hours in the few days it's been this journey to Earth here?
He hasn't slept, so sure.
Yeah, doesn't sleep
Probably.
much. We know he's a nerd. We know he obsesses over things.
I mean, he was able to pilot it later on.
Yeah, and he
So,
seemingly does seem to do better and handle the Gundam better. And, you know, as we learn later on, even wants to experiment, you know, different tactics with it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd give him 30. You know what? I'll throw him a bone. Fuck it. Yeah, he does it.
All right, cool.
Possible, but improbable.
All right. We get a bit more besides Kai's, Kai slander on the bridge. We get, what's our B plot? We get these old people and they're planning something.
Oh boy, boomers causing problems, right?
They want to plant their
God.
coffee beans, all right? You're going to put this down on Earth, or I'm going to put a hole in your head, boy.
Yeah,
Jesus
these
Christ.
That's how it
diehard
should have
Earthborn are diehard Earthborn.
Yeah, I mean a portion, not all of them, but a portion of the civilians would like to be left on Earth. They don't mind that it's in the middle of a war zone in what is effectively enemy territory.
Yeah,
They just want to be on Earth. They just want to be not on the ship the enemy's actively shooting
If
at.
they want to die, they want to die on solid rock that they were born on.
It's
And
this.
Correct.
everybody
Makes
is
sense.
basically screaming at them of how could you be so selfish?
It's not just that they want to die on Earth; they want to be dropped off just anywhere right now. They don't want to be
They're
cooped
just
up
like,
in
get
white
us
base.
out of here.
And
Just drop me off. Stop
besides
bus,
the
please.
cabin fever, there is something really fascinating that's happening here because there's a cognitive dissonance, and they never quite say it. But Garma is currently right now the supreme commander of the North American occupation. As far as we know, as soon as you get south of Mexico, considering some blurred lines and what occupation borders really mean, everything that is Canada, America, and Mexico is under Xeon occupation right now. There is no place we can drop you off that is safe if you are not enlisted military. Or where you may not get immediately picked back up by Xeon and horribly interrogated and captured. So they are doing them a service, in my opinion.
Yeah, but it's very obvious through season episode. I don't know if it was 8 or 9. But one of the later episodes, that not all Xeon, like the Xeons, care
It's 8.
for just random normal civilians. Like they're not
Yeah.
out to just
I
kill.
think your average
We're
sol-
entering the enemy mine phase
Yeah.
of the season. We've established that the enemy is bad. We must fight the enemy. But now we're complicating that with, well, the enemy is human sometimes, and all of us kind of want to stop fighting because war is hard and people die.
Yeah.
Like, we're entering that phase of Gundam, and then we're going to go back to, no, they killed someone I love and they all have to die. Burn them all. And then we're going to have trauma for that, and then we're good. I have a feeling we're going to kind of oscillate back and forth here a bit.
That's what you
This
think.
is the guy who makes films, by the way.
That's what you think's gonna happen. That's fascinating.
Well, okay, how many episodes are in this season?
There are
49.
43. I was gonna save it to the end.
43? Yeah.
We are
See, we're
a
starting
fifth suit.
we're
We are
starting
fifth.
the arc too early not to have some repeats in this wave.
Okay.
And we might have some higher peaks and some lower troughs than others, but that so far seems to be the overall arc of a Gundam show.
Quick, throw him a dop. Break his train of thought.
Well, we'll talk about our machine in a sec. I just wanted to bring that to your attention that there is nowhere. I think there certainly are, because Matilda comes from somewhere. There certainly are pockets of North America, the U.S., where there are Federation bases still, either in the Pacific or Atlantic Ocean or on land. But for the most part, this is. You saw those pictures. Garma Zabi is at the Hollywood sign and has been to New York. You know. Again, I really wish there was a scene of Garma walking into the White House, but we don't get that. But after some more snark, Bright's like, yo, send out the kid. And we go over to the Xeon side. And we get to see that they are studying our thing. Our X-78.
Garma is twirling his hair trying to flirt with Char.
I love the Garma hair
Oh my
twirl. They're putting so
Dude.
much...
Like, it's so easy to write that fan fiction. Like, they're begging you
It
to
writes
write it.
itself.
Oh,
man.
it's
Yeah.
already been written 100 times over
Yeah,
since the 70s.
they're begging you to write it.
But they have a... Garma is like... Say what you want about the kid. He's dead set on figuring out what's up with this new Fetty mobile suit, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know if he so much is. I think he has a lot of people working on it. That he's then going to be like, ah, yes, brilliant.
Oh yeah, he's gonna take
Credit?
credit for it, but I totally think he is invested in, like, what the hell is this thing?
Yeah. His investment is tasking most of his men to work on that instead of their
You're
usual
right.
tasks.
To impress Big Sis. He's very big on making sure Cassilia is...
The entire time so far is just pleasing big sis Crasilia,
Yeah,
I think is her name.
yeah, Cassilia, yep. But yeah,
That's me trying.
twirling his hair and being roommates with Char is pretty great, huh?
Roommates.
Then we go back to a standoff with the Civvies, and Bright's like, hey, guys, let's try being humans instead of pulling guns on old people, which is just fantastic.
What a ridiculous idea.
I did note that as much as they're somewhat effectively operating all of this top secret tech, when they get on the radio, it's just like, help, help! No further information. Right, right. There's a
Refuses to
problem.
elaborate.
Come here now.
Yeah.
What's the problem? My toast got burned.
Oh, geez, that is important.
Not the toast.
All right.
I just thought that was entertaining.
Yeah. Let me know when you want to talk about the machine. We can talk about anything else, but when you want to talk about the machine, I know Tom is questioning.
Well,
Which
that
one
machine
is
doesn't
it?
come up for a bit.
It comes up at 8:38. It actually starts the episode, but
No, I thought
Oh,
he
well,
hated
I
something
guess-
more than the Dop recon.
I guess I didn't get a good look at it till later when it was actually quote unquote flying.
okay. You want to do it now, or do you got more you want to talk about? Sorry, not rushing.
No, just the fact that it's kind of hilarious and perfectly like literary mechanic that Amuro wakes up from G-Lock like right as he's getting fired on by Char.
Oh yeah, yeah. So that's a little bit after, but yeah.
What are you talking about, man?
Amuro and Char, that's about 14 minutes in. Our machine's at 8:40. It's fine. It's fine. We can take this whoever.
No, I don't think this is the machine that Tom hates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. It's not in my notes.
All right.
Yeah, it's not. It's not the Dop recon or
Let's
whatever.
talk
Yeah,
about
whatever
the
the fuck
Lugin.
that fucking thing
That's
is.
the Dop recon. Yeah, it's stupid, but I
It's-
don't hate it more than the
Are y'all
Dop. I
calling
hate
it
it
the
as
Dop
much as the
recon?
Dop. It's a Dop recon.
So
Yeah.
this is.
Yeah.
I mean, the one we
called
saw in the beginning.
the Lugin. Lugu.
No, it's a Dop
God.
recon. Fuck you.
Alright,
But the one we saw in the beginning of the episode was it had the stupid little antenna. In this case, they look like a little dumb umbrella feet. They were up top. In this one, they have on the bottom.
Oh,
Well,
they're the
it
same
looks
machine.
like what if you combined like a B2 stealth bomber and an AWACS, and then made the AWACS radar dish 2, and then I don't know, made them structurally unsound and vulnerable to enemy fire.
So
Just a thought.
believe it or not, those are actually
I love
the same
it.
machine.
Hire this man.
Tom, do you want to read a little bit on our Lugun? Luggun.
Gonna hate it. Aren't
This
I?
is the Lugun on
I think
Gundam
you are.
Wiki.
Lugun and not Lugun.
Also could be Rugun because LR.
God damn it, Miles.
Mhm.
Don't do that.
Okay.
You're gonna make me laugh too hard, man.
It is Rugun. The Rugun. It is.
I'm gonna have to go watch Avenue Q after this. The Lugin was a reconnaissance aircraft developed by Xeon that featured a unique design with a raised cockpit and 2 radomes. Are those radar domes?
Yeah, bet
Connected
your
to the
ass they are.
fuselage by long struts. Struts that could be easily targeted and destroyed by the enemy, rendering this stupid craft useless. The struts
It
that
does
the
say that there,
radomes
just so you know.
are connected to can rotate to position them either above the Lugin for anti-aircraft radar or below it for ground radar.
Yes.
The radar has very high power to enable long-distance searching even under dispersed Minovsky particles.
I think that's pretty good.
So you know what you could do to achieve that effect without putting them on giant struts that move? Put one on top and one on bottom.
Yeah, if they're so fucking
Like-
directional, why do you have to put them on stupid
wild.
little like stiletto heels? Like,
Again,
why do you gotta give this fucking thing flamingo legs?
my hypothesis, my theory, is that every single piece of Xeon machinery is something in Dr. Minovsky's notebook that they just found after he left, and they didn't realize that it had stupid crossed out in the top right corner. It was after he designed it. I don't know. I just like that. But yeah, that is our Lugun. Our
I think they let one too many.
Okay. It's saying it's capable of VTOL. No, it's not.
No, the fuck it is
No,
not.
it's not. And
Wanna
we're gonna have a
explain what that
conversation about
is?
that later. VTOL, vertical takeoff and landing.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
like the Xeon
Like
what the
the
fuck is it
Harrier
called?
jet.
Jet tank, whatever
No,
the
I
fuck.
No, I mean like the Harrier jet. The Magellan attack tank is not VTOL. That is a controlled ejection away from an exploding vehicle.
Yeah.
Like,
It's fair.
But yeah, that is our Lagoon. All right. I want to let y'all take the lead. I'm talking too much. I know how to say that.
dumb.
Good. All right, good.
But
We go
not
back
that
to
dumb.
them talking, and then G-force scene.
Amuro
fucking
launches.
Amuro G-locking it.
Yeah, thoughts on that?
Hilarious.
What else did we expect?
Amuro goes to take off to do some, what was it, reconnaissance in the upper atmosphere. And he thinks he can take it after talking up all the training he did. He cannot take it. Immediately passes out.
Just the second. Like, I don't know what he thought was happening with that, but
I love his face.
Man really thought he was built different, and he was in fact not.
Around 9:48, you can see the face of a man as his last few brain cells are there, and he's like, "Oh no, I fucked up."
Dude, I was laughing so hard.
That is me on a Sunday morning when I have had 4 bowls and one of them is for cereal.
But the particles are super dense, so they can't track Amuro as he's just dead sticking.
Yeah, and we get to see some more Char and Garma hands around each other's shoulders, pretty much talking about what is happening. I'm kidding.
And then
so
Char launches out with some dudes
with
in a little
Grin
shuttle.
Yeah, his sidekick.
They're like, "Hey, let's just blind launch missiles. Maybe he'll get scared." It's like, guys, it's Char. Like, he immediately knows what you're trying to do and is not convinced by your ploy whatsoever. Try again.
I love just for this brief scene back at the White bases are they have taken poor Frau hostage, and we get to see the rest of the White base crew show up with guns. They give Sayla a gun too. Bright's not that misogynistic. Go ahead.
I love that they gave Hayato a gun.
Give Hayato a gun. His finger on the trigger. No trigger discipline from any of them.
Yeah, none whatsoever. Man is ready to just end these geriatrics.
Dude, if he coughs, that thing's going off. I always think of the
I hope so. I'm still waiting for homeboy on the left there to rip a man open like a bag of chips.
Rio is trained military, by the way, so I don't know what the heck he's doing. It looks like Bright maybe has a little bit, but that may just be the screenshot.
He looks like he could eat Bright.
He's a big man.
Like, when is Ryu and Hayato gonna Rocket Raccoon and Groot these motherfuckers?
Oh yes, we do the full
get in the gun tank later.
Yeah, heck yeah.
God.
But I love Bright just calmly explaining to these old people, we literally cannot drop you off here, guys. Also, I just saw Bright has poor trigger discipline too. All right, I guess these are special Universal Century firearms that you don't have to worry about having your finger on the trigger.
No, they're not.
It telepathically connects to you and makes sure
That's a lie.
You don't fire when you don't need it. I'm bullshitting it completely.
We've already seen, Miles, that when you fire these guns, part of the gun moves inside itself, going pew 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 pew.
Yeah. We can't see Sayla's hand, so we're gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. She's the one lady smart enough to not have.
No, wait, hold on. Look in that first one.
No, she could still have her finger up along the side. You can't see it into the trigger guard.
Yeah.
You cannot confirm. You cannot confirm. She still has
It's Schrodinger's trigger guard. God damn it.
Yeah. I know some Europeans probably listening to this, probably not. And it's like, what are these Americans talking about? It's how we avoid not dying, by the way, guys. Listen. We all have to
That's
learn
how you
this.
avoid not dying. I avoid it by drawing down first, son.
Every single American first day of preschool, you're taught where to put your finger on the Remington, guys. No,
you had to be taught.
Anyways, I also
Tom
love.
was born with that talent.
He's born with it. He knows. I also love
potato salad. Sorry.
Reaction faces of little Kika Katz and Brown one. I forget his name so much. I should know my brother's name. I forget his name.
It's Kika and the other ones.
Oh, you don't
Hey,
think
pretty much.
Lil Cats is gonna be up to anything ever?
Until they do like give anyone other than Kika more frames, it's Kika and the other ones.
All right,
100%.
Kika and the
They're still
Kikets.
formed the entire time. She's the only one who moves and does things.
She's the only one who gave Amuro a tomato.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
one
a
of the
secret
other
tomato.
one of the other dumb ones was like, "Hey, don't tell anyone." I heard dirt.
Hey, that's what made it mean more, is that it was a secret tomato.
Yes.
You need
You're
to
right.
understand how children work.
Compassion.
Listen, man, I got a dog for a reason.
You're like me. Also love Back to Business, Mirai on the friggin' bridge. Just chilling here, just being the boss, and manning that that comm system all by herself.
I don't think she has the ability to produce adrenaline. I think she's incapable of getting flustered.
She's just so
Yeah.
chill the whole time, bro.
She's got one speed, like.
You think she's gonna be like that this whole time, like cool headed?
Come over here and get this juice box and calm the fuck down.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Pretty
this
much.
is the
What
most.
is in that juice, man?
This is the most pressed she's been in that we've ever seen of her emoting, and there is no juice box, so maybe there's something in that
That's
juice box.
true.
There is no spoon.
It's true. She's out of juice.
As she has to deal with Kai giving her sass in her ear once again. Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean-
Amuro swaps back to the Gundam, and then we get a free fall fight.
Yeah. So little moment, just question for you. 425. Amuro says that's as far as you go, Char, as he's still in the booster. How does he know Char's in that vessel?
He can sense him. He's using the Force.
You think he can sense him?
I believe, yeah.
No, I think he just assumes that Char is docking his every step, and he's right.
What about the rest of y'all?
I mean, I think
Could just be good
considering
intuition.
how much exposure this man has had dealing with Char and his movements through combat, I think he can recognize Char's patterns. Plus, we don't know what he might be able to access the Gundam's memory that stores the combat experience, and he can hard study Char's movement to thus
he could-
prove my aforementioned point.
Yeah.
Or he could have figured it out based on the fact that somebody who was they mention, he's like, oh, this core fighter is meant for combat. That's a re-entry capsule. But Char manages to keep getting it pointed in his direction. He's
Yeah,
not
right.
super keeping up, but he's keeping up more than he should be. So it's oh, that's probably an Ubermensch piloting that. Probably Char.
He's flying very ubermenchy.
Fair. All uber much mint. Hey, Amuro versus Char round. What would this be? Amuro versus Char round 6. This is actually 6.
Oh, really?
The dogfight?
Oh, the mid-air fight.
Okay, got you.
Thoughts, Victor, and just how we normally do.
Oh, Amuro fucking lost.
Yeah, Char won.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh.
Definitively got wrecked.
Yeah, Amuro panicked, ran out of beam energy, and then I just have a note that just says Char scoring solid hits, procedure, Amuro loses.
Easier procedure.
Do you think?
Absolutely, it was literally flashing lights.
Yeah, that
it's
was
just
kind of
seizure
uncomfortable
procedure.
to watch. Let me keep talking as I put these notes down. This actually is round 5. Thank you, Kenny.
Yeah.
You were right.
Yeah.
I mean, Amuro blasts plenty of red shirt dops, but he can't find Char and is just panicking.
Yeah, and in this time, Char actually isn't shooting everywhere. He recognized, oh, if I just shoot the same place multiple times, something will actively happen this time.
Do you think?
Instead of doing what he's done before, which is just shooting at them once and being like, okay, we're good. So.
Do you think he's improved?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or at least come up with a better strategy. I mean, he's fought the same enemy, 6 times? 5 times before this?
5 times, same guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to figure something out. Especially if the pilot inside is G-locked and not at his best.
They also, this is probably Char's, it seems, first time fighting in Earth gravity too. So pretty impressive from Char. There's 3 Char, 1 Amuro, 1 Tai so far.
Amuro did make a whole big deal of like, wait, you want me to fight with the Gundam in the air, but it's designed for ground combat. I can't do that. So like, might be a whole big deal.
He in fact did not do that.
Yeah. Which is very funny considering a few episodes from now when he actually does master air combat. But
Master and air combat?
Mhm.
Low
I
altitude
don't think-
hop combat.
Yeah. He learns how to b-hop.
yeah,
Found a solution to the problem.
It's a trampoline battle.
this whole fight also is mostly them falling, which is pretty cool. Like,
I mean, sure in concept, but effectively it's just a midair battle with no maneuvering thrusters.
yeah,
But
well, that gravity, and then Char gets called back by Mr. Purple Hair.
Oh, did we ever go over the fact that Kai deservedly gets punched by Bright? At
Yes, Bright Punch. I thought we were getting our Bright slap. That was a few episodes later. Bright Punch, 517.
One point? Yeah.
He deserves it. Sorry, 15 minutes, 17 seconds in. Oh, man.
Amuro loses it on the civilians too. You guys make me want to quit.
Right.
It's like, okay, quit, man, and then there's no one to get in the Gundam. See what happens then. Like, you're still gonna die, dog.
Yeah, no, you have to get in the mech, Shinji.
I also love Peacekeeper. Mirai and Sayla basically just being older sisters this whole time. She's like, all right, calm the hell down, Amuro. Chill out. She comes over, puts a hand on his back, and ushers him away. Like, chill, bro.
Just have a calming cup of tea and just sit down
Have a
and stop
juice box
harassing
and
the
calm
old
it the
people.
fuck down.
Oh, man. But yeah, and we end our episode with this nice shot over a big old mountain range. And with that, do we have any final thoughts on this episode besides anything I skipped over?
It's almost like we're gonna end our episodes with scenes of hope for the next little couple arcs.
Sweet. Well, hey.
Maybe our tone has changed.
Yay, episode 8, Anti-Tom Warfare.
All right, before episode 8, we got a little game to play. We're going to look at my screen. Please feel free to talk over this video, by the way, so we don't get copyright striked again. I think that did it. That was pretty nice last time. Let me know when everyone is tuned in.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We're going
What's it
to
in the code for?
play a little
You
game.
I thought you told us to watch this.
This is a different one.
Oh.
We're going to play a little game called Journey to Jaburo.
Okay. How do we play this
Whose
game?
burrow? My burrow or
Actual
Joe
video
burrow?
game.
Ja.
What are you seeing right now?
West Voice.
Granddaddy?
Gundam.
RX-78.
So this is a
I see Granddaddy.
PS2 game that they did instead of making.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Oh, what's that?
That's a blue.
Oh, who's that?
Dude, this is a lot of big
That
miles.
GZ
Too many things.
So it's
Oh wait, I know that redhead.
Hey, I know them.
A launch. The opening
Hey, Zaku.
song
That's
to the anime.
the goof.
Or
whatever.
Sure.
There's the actual goof.
It's a Rick Dog.
Oh, that's
Fuck you, I know what that one is.
Yeah, that's
it's
that's
easy.
my boy.
Hey, who's that?
What the heck?
What the fuck? They ate that. What
I
the?
don't believe that they're all.
What is
I don't believe that they're all
happening?
there.
Like, dude, there's,
Why does he have 2 legs?
yeah, this is too much happening right now, man.
So this is the opening to Mobile Suit Gundam Journey to Jaburo for the PS2, which is a Gundam game that's pretty much a recreation of the events you've seen with really good 90s animation that I think they should have just gone and did an anime remake of this for 25 years ago. But I digress. Here's Amuro next to some other Gundam aces, maybe even one you have met before of the 1 Year War. Hey, this is a little game called Journey to Jaburo. Big points up for you right now on this podcast. Where in geographic space is the white base right now? Any guesses? there is an actual real world map where we can map out the white base's journey.
Utah.
All right, that's Tom's guess.
Southeast Asia, maybe on.
That's Kenny's
Yeah.
guess. They are in North America. I'll let you guess again.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, North America.
Oh, you go
We
first.
saw mountain ranges.
Yeah. So mountain
So it
ranges.
does narrow it down. I mean, if you got a guess, go for it, Kenny. Don't let me stop you.
This is gonna show my NA education. Where's the Grand Canyon? Arizona, maybe.
Arizona. That's where the Grand Canyon is.
Probably there.
Mountain ranges, North American mountain ranges. I mean, there's the one that's in the northwest, which is the Cascades, and then there's, oh god damn it! See, this is where my geographical nonsense. I don't fucking know, man.
Guys, I'm from Alaska and I know more.
All right. Did you give your guess, Leo?
No.
Yeah,
You're thinking of the
Midwest.
Rockies and the
yeah, the Rockies.
So
Rockies is about Colorado area.
I'm gonna call it Colorado.
Leo, you'd be so close if Kenny did not hit it smack dab on the head. He's now leaning in points. It is hypothesized by Gundam fans that these current batch of 3 episodes actually take place at the Grand Canyon proper.
Oh, in the sub, they straight up say Grand Canyon. I'm not sure if the dub says that.
It does? Oh, it didn't say that exactly. That's crazy.
Yeah,
He had a little bit of an
Grand
advantage.
Canyon, okay.
Yep. So yeah, they're in the Grand Canyon. They are in Arizona. Well, sorry, that was a little unfair, but still, Kenny gets the points for observation.
okay.
Leading by
That's
just a
awesome.
hair now.
Gets the point for watching the sub.
Yeah. Look at him reading his shows.
All right.
Fucking
5
nerd.
Sub.
No,
It says
what?
we're in the Grand Canyon, or Great Canyon, I guess, but whatever.
Yeah. They are.
Greatest Canyon.
There is a map. I have to only show you a portion of this so we don't spoil this game for later. But there is a map of the white base's journey, and currently, right now, we are in the Grand Canyon heading towards the East Coast, U.S. I'll put a little image for you in general. Let's see where they end up next time. As if that...
Another note, the video you sent us earlier, the re-entry to Earth one, shows a map on the at like the very end as well.
It does? Okay, that's funny.
Yeah.
But yep. That re-entry sequence has been remade in a number of Gundam media. But all right, episode 8, which is titled, I have my notes.
Winds of War.
Anti-Tom Warfare. Winds of War.
Winds of War, Anti-Tom Warfare. I love it. Yeah. All right.
Rich girl scratching the paint.
Just you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
I feel so bad for Frau because in every single situation in these next couple episodes, like, they have her and Amuro like falling on top of each other romantically. This would be like a dream for her if this man was not such a friggin' dunce and just pushing himself off of her and moving away at every single situation.
Doesn't even, like, no recognition whatsoever.
See, I don't know, man, because we get a line later in this selection of episodes, which, by the way, made me bust out laughing. But also, we might, I don't know, maybe change our opinion of other characters moving forward. Who knows?
That's fair. I think I know what you're referring to. But moving forward, yes, there's a crash and Haro does Haro things.
Haro
and then we meet
He's a bowling ball.
Amuro, Haro, and Frau are getting food to the people on the base and getting knocked around. Why is the white base having to fly low?
The explanation was hilarious.
Good.
Oh yeah, it's fucking weird.
As, like, why are we flying low? To evade radar detection. But it's like, can't they just see you? Because
Yeah.
they're like right above you. And it's like, sir, I've spotted the white base.
They
They call it the Trojan horse, but whatever. But they're trying to be in the canyon so that it like amplifies the Minovsky particles going up, so that they can't shoot radar guided missiles at them. Which, couldn't you already not do that? Like, do you need to concentrate it in the canyon that much more. Like I thought the whole point of Minovsky particles was so that we could put these things out of our warfare.
Yeah, so I'll let you know right now. That point, I will give it up to Minovsky particles being a MacGuffin to the extent of when do they work, when do they not work. Everyone seems to actually still have guided technology. The guided technology just doesn't work in most cases for plot reasons. So,
I'll give you like, oh, we could fire our guided missiles at this one target, but as soon as there's like 3 things broadcasting particles, the density's too much. Because they do always refer to like, Minovsky particle density is rising, sir.
And if you don't remember, during episode 4 or 5, the midpoint of the 8th MS team, there is an episode taking place in a canyon where they do have to practice firing with Minovsky particles.
True.
Because Minovsky particles are amplified in tight spaces. Just to give you, just because we're never going to get a super hard explanation for Minovsky particles, except there is.
Of course not.
There is. I'm just not wise enough and knowledgeable enough in physics to give it to you right now, but again, they can do anything, they just can't do everything. They're universal Play-Doh, they're not universal manipulation. So your signals are amplified in canyons. But yeah.
Get his ass, Tom.
No, I've already given this critique.
Battle line in the burning sand.
Exactly when he gave that line. It's a particle that can do whatever I want it to do for plot reasons at the time I need it to do them, and then it won't ever do that again.
Well, yeah. Well, you can't use Minovsky particles to make yourself Superman. You can't use Minovsky particles to turn invisible or whatever, but you can use
maybe not with that
within the limitations of the plot that I have devised. I can make these particles do something to have the plot happen the way I want it to happen.
I think this is just, I don't want to argue too much. Within what we've seen so far, all of the Minovsky particles like output effects on physics are relatively elementary for what they are. They're not the warp. They're not slip space in Halo where you can kind of just do crazy things with it. Like in just bend reality, it is, yes, we can use Minovsky particles to add anti-gravity effects. That's how the white base flies. Or the Asperus flies. Yes, we can use Minovsky particles to block out electromagnetic particles and signals. Like,
I'm still not giving you anti-gravity because you have 2 very different versions of anti-gravity, and I'm not letting you do both. I'm not okay with that.
Yeah.
But we can move on.
Yeah, we can move on.
Our obviously important crying baby, whose name is Coley.
I didn't write it down.
It doesn't matter. He's just baby in distress. What matters is that he has a mother.
Who's an interesting character.
A very interesting character. Who is, just the exact right age to carry around a child and make another older military man go, that reminds me of my family. People are just people. Let's help them.
By the way, Coley's going to grow up to become the savior of the universe in about 20. I'm kidding. We never see Coley or Mom ever again.
I never see them again.
Do not think that won't happen.
It does lead to a question. Because Amuro is watching her with sad trumpets playing, and he's like, I wonder if all mothers are as caring. Where is Amuro's mom?
Where is Amuro's
mom? Never really heard anything about her.
So
we hear it once.
Dead.
She's not. Well, no, she's clearly not dead.
So I was gonna. Yeah. What do you guys think is up with Amuro's mom? We met his dad. Where's Amuro's dad, by the way?
His dad is space trash. His dad is floating towards
drifting
Jupiter.
In space.
So what we know?
He's drifting off somewhere else.
So I was gonna save it, but at about 8:20, there is a moment when she's on the ship and she's talking with Amuro, this mother, and little Coley, the son. And Amuro, she's like, "Yeah, my husband was from Earth. I want to take my child to Angelus, I believe. Angelus, this whoever it is, Angus, yeah, this city,
Angus, whatever,
where we grew up." And Amuro's like, "Oh, that's cool. I've never been to Earth." Wasn't expecting to have to do this now. Actual canon check. Unless Amuro just has bad memory, Amuro did live on Earth. He just left when he was like 5 or 6, really young. We saw that in the beginning of the Origin. And in firm Gundam canon, Amuro was born on Earth. This does, however, lead to a funny thing What ethnicity is Amuro?
All of them at once.
Let's guess. What ethnicity is Char and Sayla?
Dude.
Uber.
Aryan.
They're white. What ethnicity do you think like Mirai and Bright and Frau are?
Mirai is Japanese or Chinese.
Asian, somewhere along those lines.
Yeah, Asian. Bright. I mean, with a first name like Noah.
Well, with a name like Frau, she's German, dude.
I wasn't talking about Frau. But yeah, I agree with you.
Japanese. All right. I mean, Bright probably has some Asian heritage, but I think Bright is American, or as American exist in this world.
Yeah.
The U.S. does exist.
Then yeah, I would give him U.S. American.
Yeah, Hayato's almost assuredly Japanese. Ryo's black. Maybe mixed. We know Kai's Puerto Rican.
Ryu's Samoan.
You're Samoan. He's a big man.
Yeah.
Big impressive man. Here's the thing about Amuro. We have been given 3 fascinating origins because his name is Amuro. That is a Japanese first name. His last name is Rei.
Yep.
There is a source that says Amuro Rei is Japanese. There is also a source that says Amuro Rei was born in British Columbia, Canada, which makes him Canadian. There is also a source, according to the origin, that says that Amuro and his mom, at least, his home where he grew up with her and his dad before he left, and assumingly they split or whatever's up with them, grew up in Mexico, which makes Amuro Rei Japanese, Canadian, Mexican, which does make him our first Latin American mech protagonist ever. which I love.
I believe the Canadian, with how many war crimes he commits.
Oh my
I'd
gosh.
buy it.
Yeah. No, I'll give it there. He's Canadian.
Yeah, but I guess there's a bit of difference between the origin. The origin says he's Mexican Canadian. Some places say he's Japanese Canadian. There are Gundam protagonists who are explicitly one thing or another. Amuro is Amuro, but I love to think of him as our beautiful multicultural Mexican Canadian Japanese boy. He grew up on it.
I can take like Mexican / South American and Canadian. I'd buy that.
He's got a little bit of melanin.
He's
Little bit.
racially ambiguous, so that anyone watching can place themselves into the shoes of the protagonist.
Yeah. But I skipped ahead a little bit. We get to our civilians on the bridge, and they're once again begging, like, yo, man, can you drop us off? Get us off of this death trap.
No,
you know?
you just went back, man.
Yeah.
We were at Amuro watching and asking where his mom was, and then we go to Mirai's scraping more rocks.
Yeah, I just went back a little bit so we could go. So we could.
You went back. You went back a full episode, my guy.
On episode 8.
I'm pretty sure.
What?
No. This is episode 8.
This is indeed episode 8. I'm like looking at the frame.
Okay, so on the
It's
mom.
5:37. It's all good. It's at 5:37, episode 8. We're not 5. But yeah. Mom's holding baby, and Lieutenant Reed's like, yo, Bright, get these people off our ship. And we proceed.
Fucking, there's a real easy way to get them off the ship. It's called the fucking cargo catch.
Oh, you mean the Gunperry?
I just mean kick them off the fucking flying boat.
Oh.
And I mean that in the most literal of sense. Like, take them to the edge of White Base and Sparta kick their asses. Each one that wants to
So
complain.
you are advocating the killing of refugees that you yourself have taken charge of.
I don't advocate for a damn
or
thing
citizens
aside from
of
Big
the
E.
side that you are fighting for. Oh God, Miles, why'd you have to make me look at it?
Yeah, so the Gunperry is how they're gonna get off this thing.
I hate it
Jesus
so much.
Christ.
Yeah,
I
this
hate
is
it.
the
I
first
hate it
one.
so much.
I agree with
Oh,
you.
is this the machine?
I hate it more than the top.
All
I hate
right.
it so
This is the
much. It's
machine.
an
Kenny, want to
abomination.
read?
It can't possibly
Sure.
fly. I hate it so much.
Where am I starting?
Top of the page.
The Gunperry is an aerial transport vehicle appearing in the Mobile Suit Gundam and Mobile Suit Gundam 8th MS team.
Yep, we did see it briefly. Technology.
The Gunperry was a general-purpose transport aircraft used by the Earth Federation forces. It featured 3 rotors which granted VTOL capability, allowing the Gunperry to take off without a runway. While 4 jet engines provide propulsion, up to 12 people can be seated in the fuselage. A detachable container that opened was mounted on the bottom of the craft. This container was primarily used to carry a mobile suit or the RX-78 Gundam's components. However, it could also be used to transport personnel.
All right, we're good
6
there.
large-
We're
okay.
good there. Sorry to cut you off. In armor, what's the sole armament?
Oh, large missile.
Large missile. Allegedly, the white base only had one of these. This is not a restocked material. I don't know if it was a part of Project V like other things, but it is by far the dumbest vehicle that I think exists in Gundam. It is a long, elongated, like modern jetliner body.
It's if you took a C-130, stretched it out, went, hey, you know where all of that like internal cargo capacity is? What if we ripped that out and just shoved a giant semi-truck container under it and then strapped rotors onto that? What if we called that an aircraft? What if we tried to make that fly? I don't know. What if we tried to put it in a strong headwind and watched as it just flipped over and nosedived right into the fucking ground?
I think the thumbnail of this
I
episode.
hate it so much.
The thumbnail
Yeah,
of this
I
episode
don't see
needs
the
to be.
problem with that line of thought there, Tom.
I
Seems
hate it so much.
it seems perfectly like aerodynamic, and I mean the 3 like fans on the bottom surely give it enough lift to get it up. And I mean it's got the 4 turbines on the back there. It's perfectly fine. I don't know why you're.
Yeah, and those dinky little wings on the top of the container are definitely enough to stabilize it when something
Oh,
comes in and hits that big flat plane you've got there.
The thumbnail
Just-
of this episode's gonna be the Gunperry with a little tear going down its cheek, and then Amuro falling unconscious. I can see it now.
It
You're
is a
being mean to it.
travesty that thing has to look like a C-130. Like, you have hurt the image of a C-130 by
Hey,
making it.
but okay, do we take the entire Xeon forces, including the DOP and the Magella attack tank, or the Gunperry? Because this is Federation design,
I
not
know.
Xeon. So now
And
we
now
have
that you-
stupid aircraft design on both fronts, Tom.
We've always had stupid aircraft
So
design. You just finally explained the Core Fighter's stupid turtle box look enough that I give it to you.
I'm gonna make a guess
I
right
am
now.
a owl.
Manovsky, they ripped this out of Manovsky's notebook again. This was a dumbass. my guess is when he defected, they found another notebook and said, "Look, the genius, he designed this," and they didn't see stupid "Made in a Fever Dream, don't make" in the top right corner in bullet points.
'Cause you could
believe-
absolutely strap 2 Gundam on, or I'm pretty sure, I don't know the exact dimensions off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure you could strap at 1, maybe 2 Gundam to a sled laying prone in a C-130, open the back, and just drop that sled out the back like a Moab, and now you're deploying a Gundam.
I agree.
Like, you can fit entire fire trucks in that thing. I'm pretty sure you can fit a Gundam.
Yeah, I believe the fact that they got this out of a notebook, but I'm pretty sure they like got it from a notebook. They saw it and they looked at each other and went, "There's no fucking way this thing works, right?" And then they built it and went, "Ah, fuck, this thing works."
That, or Raytheon is full of Nepo baby engineers.
Yep.
What's the Raytheon in this?
Oh, Anaheim.
Anaheim Electronics, right.
Yes. But yeah, that's our
I
gun
hate
pair.
that thing so much.
All right.
I'm glad we got through this.
Maybe I'm gonna.
Oh, don't worry. There's
superimpose-
another moment I'm gonna lose it.
Am I
later
gonna
on.
superimpose the Gunperry onto Kai's face, tweak it out there, but just remove the
So
dop?
funny.
All
Oh
right.
my god, please, dude, that'd be so good.
It'll take a bit of work, but yeah, they get on the Gunperry, and there's a little moment here that cracks me up. It's about 11 minutes. Actually, no, we're skipping ahead of ourselves. I love Kai blowing the hole in the Gunperry. That's funny. Him
Yeah,
with
and the kids, and
Why are
Kika and the other two.
Kika, Cats, and his name's so elite.
Dude, it doesn't matter. It's Kika.
Unimportant.
It could be crunchy
Move
peanut
on.
butter for all I
The
fucking
third
care.
guy.
Kika and the Kikets. I also love that these kids totally would have been hit with a bunch of shrapnel. Just a bunch of shrapnel from that
100%.
explosion. But managed to survive. Yeah. I love this shot, which is also Tom's worst nightmare. At about 7 minutes 20 seconds of all the Magella attacks. All the Magella
yes.
attacks.
And the Dops.
And Dops.
And Dops and anti-Tom
Idiocy of
warfare.
land
That
and
was the
air.
frame.
Idiocy of land and air.
Hey, they fly
Hey,
somehow.
This is Garma's forces.
These are Garma's forces, bro.
These are not Garma's forces. This is Garma being like, Char, what do I do? Well, Garma, think back to our military tactics 101. What should you do when the enemy asks for a ceasefire and you want to ambush them? Bring more guns. Very good, Garma. Bring more guns.
I love it's not even that. It's Garma being like, "Oh no, what's going on?" And Char's like, "It would be really smart if someone did this." And the Garma's like, "Yes, I thought of it. It would be really smart if someone did that." And Char's like, "You're a genius, Garma."
When
just
really he just gave a dumbass suggestion.
letting Garma feel like he
Char
did it.
is such a sneaky bitch, and I love him.
Oh, we'll get to the sneakiest thing later. That plug, I forgot about that plug. Plug.
That fucking
Oh, boy.
plug.
We'll get to that. But yeah, thoughts. By the way, on Char and our purple haired boy in these episodes in general, right?
Besides the obvious. Oh God, I need a counter for every time Garma twiddles his fucking hair in this like series.
He's very much
And I do it a lot.
70s anime pretty boy in the vein of the one guy
Yeah.
from Devilman too, like very much. I also do not want to be like homophobic with the Char and Garma stuff. They are giving off very big romantic vibes, whether that is
They
intentional
were
or
in
not.
fact roommates.
They were roommates, and they shower with the doors open.
Doors
all the time.
wide open.
Wide open, man.
I mean,
They blow a hole in the ship. They got a little smoky flare out of there.
yeah,
And then-
they try to act it.
And
Frau and two others, I can't remember who, jetpack back.
whoa!
Frau,
Before
What?
that, we're skipping
What?
over a
What?
few things. We're skipping over a few things.
and I didn't skip over nothing.
We get Ryu
Hey,
and our guy Job John, our favorite character in the show, here in the cockpit. And what's the plan?
blow a hole in the ship, make it look like there's an emergency landing so that they can let all of the evacuees leave. And then everyone is we're just gonna basically abandon this Gunperry. We're all gonna go our separate ways. You are gonna follow the Federation units back on their little jetpacks, when in reality there's two staying back on the abandoned Gunperry that everyone forgot about and deploy Gundam.
We also get these two Xeon guys who are just the chillest dudes ever, bro. They're just they flagged Char and Garma and they're like, yo, can we get a ceasefire to drop off some civilians? And Xeon, playing the part, is now going to help escort them in this little I forget the name of our vehicle again. Inside
Gunperry?
inside our Lugan here, and it's just these two guys, and there's this little moment where like there's the kid is looking at them through the window of the plane, and
They're just waving at him.
waving at them. You also get Frau waving at them, and one of them like blushes super hard. They're
Well, it's not. Well, hold the phone. Frau, I'm so glad you brought this up. Frau totally tries to use these two random schmucks to get under Amuro's skin, and Amuro is just like, "What the fuck is she talking about?" Because like she goes to the point of like it almost looks like she's blowing a kiss at the co-pilot of this, you know, not the family man, but like the scrawny little other fucker. And it's just like the weirdest ploy to try and get his attention. It's like, Frau, you are really, really, yeah. See that face.
See what? You
This,
jealous? And
this
he's
is
like,
the man who didn't react at all when he was told you were taken hostage.
yeah.
Try again, girl.
I feel so bad. She does not deserve it. He does not deserve her, bro. Oh man, she's trying so hard. But a little humanity moment, because these two Xeon guys see the little kid waving and then they wave back. And it's like, oh, they're not all bad. Do you think? Question: do you think these guys are off on side 3? You know, goose stepping and saying Zeke Xeon, or do you think they just got rolled into the war?
I think they're just here.
Do you think they're fanatic pro Gearin or pro Degwin people?
Nah, I don't know, man.
You don't know?
Probably not.
I think they were just like enlisted through whatever means they might be, and now they're just kind of here, like, hey man, I'm just here for the paycheck. I'm just here to stay alive.
Yeah. We're part of the invading party, but we don't have to be, assholes, Yeah. But yeah, the plan goes through, and like you said, the kids end up rocketing out. Amuro and Rio stay behind, and then Frau, of course, our Lord and Savior Job John, and then Kai rocket back. Meanwhile, we get this little lifeboat of people outside, and our mother says, no, we're not going with safety with you. We're going to go and find this city called Angius, or whatever.
I think it's
Angius, which we can't find on any map, but there is a giant lake right here.
That used to be a bomb crater. One of them says,
Yeah.
and there is like 3 houses on the edge of the lake there.
That's what the other people are headed towards, is the houses.
But Mom
Yeah, she's
wants to...
Like, no, I'd rather walk out into the wilderness where I think there's a city. It's like, hey,
Crazy
you
that
remember
there's-
when you were up in the sky in a plane recently and you didn't see a city? Yeah, okay, keep walking.
Keep walking. 11:27. I don't want to be misogynistic.
Star ponders.
Hammering in on this woman here, but she is making very dumb decisions with her little child. 11.
What you said?
11:27. Char has a moment where he's like, "Hey, are there commandos on that ship?" And then he has a flashback to Sayla, and he says,
Sailor, yeah.
"I think not." What's going on there?
I
What's his thought process? Because he's done this a few times. He's thinking about something, and then he gets a flash of his sister, and then...
Well, okay. Every time we've seen that backstory, and every time we see, or not that backstory, that flashback, it's always back to the finishing statement of that could not have been my sister. She was far too strong. So this could not be the way that I think it's happening, because it's too much like me. It's too tactical, strategic.
Well, that's literally the reason.
Ubermensch?
Later.
Take your turn.
That's later when he's like, hey, you need to bring this this tank or this suit back, whatever, and put it like between the guys in the lake. Why? It's because there's probably a guy in that Gunperry. Why? Why would you think that? Because it's what I would do. Put the guy there, and then it's
And
like,
that's
look, there's-
exactly what I'm alluding to. And this is just kind of one of those like precursor moments that's like leading him up to the fact that, hey, these motherfuckers can accidentally think like me.
So that's actually really fascinating, because let's stop and think about this. This is going to get very meta in levels here. Char, if what you're saying is true, Leo, Char is not only thinking about his own thought process, he's thinking about other people's thought processes and thinking if they are thinking like him. Now, you could call that narcissistic. You could call that a bunch of other things. It does end up being true. He has a fascinating way of viewing the world, because he, I'd say, at least of what we've seen from him right now, he imprints himself on other people and then contrasts sorry, I'm losing track of my words. He contrasts those imprinted versions of him on other people against how those other people actually act, which is like,
Okay, but you also got to remember who this is up at this point.
Yeah.
This is Shar the Red Comet, the man who took down 5 battleships
Ships at the
by
Battle of
himself
Loom.
at the Battle of Loom. He knows that he is special. He knows that he is, in fact, built different. And so, therefore, he needs to try and put himself not only in the shoes of the enemy, but the shoes of the enemy that understands Shar to this level. Because this is like episode 8 and 9 of them just constantly going back and forth and having these little pokes at each other between, Amuro and Whitebase versus Shar and Dharma.
Yeah.
Well, so here's the thing:
Yeah.
is Shar essentially by himself
Yeah.
has equaled the slowly rising experience of the entire crew of Whitebase.
Yeah. I'd say quickly
Like-
rising even.
Yeah, like Bright Noah is now showing that like he might be a decent tactician. He's got some ideas, but like Char has all those skills. He's that tactician. He's also the Zaku pilot. He's also the commander. He's also the guy who's telling you where to fly. When like he's doing all the jobs that you.
He's
need a
also the
whole
Red
crew-
Comet.
Yeah.
That's what. But that's. He has all the skills that White Base crew are now developing individually, but they are now developing those skills individually to a point that could maybe rival Char.
Let me bring another layer into this. When was the last time he saw his... 'Cause I'm not saying any of this is wrong, and let me know. When was the last time he saw his sister, Sayla?
The time he's flashing back to, man, I don't know the continuity.
Yeah, let's say
timeline,
before that,
whatever.
before any of this show began. When was the last time?
When her cat died.
And he left. How old was she?
Or when her mom died. She was like 7 at most,
Yeah.
5.
How
I don't know, man.
how
Anime is
did-
weird.
Yeah. How did he was like 17, whatever. She's
Goodbye, Artesia. Lightning crack. Walks away.
Whoosh.
Dramatic
Wind of the
anime.
whoosh.
he.
So dramatic.
How did he respond to that in that moment?
To what? Her tears?
Yeah, her tears, that very
Cursing
traumatic
her
thing
weakness?
of leaving his sister behind. How did he respond to that?
Surprised that she could be part of his bloodline?
Yeah, basically appalled at the fact that she's showing any kind of remorse or empathy towards her lost loved ones because she's not in constant pursuit of her
Goals.
under scheming goals that not even anyone else can understand because they're just so convoluted and
So you'd say Char did not react at all, like he almost like a sociopath. He didn't have any sort of emotion.
failed to show emotion and failed to show the corresponding emotions of empathy. Yeah, sociopath. Very good point.
Yeah, and that was the origin. That's not the original text. I'm well aware for the guy at home who is angrily hammering his computer right now. Just considering this all together right now, because this stuff is in the novels. Right now, we are seeing him upon this incident in episode 2, 3, whichever it was, when he sees his sister again. He is having something very Unchar-like happen. He is having flashbacks of his sister, someone in his life who means to him, at the forefront of his mind. We don't know if these are common, we don't live in his head, but he's seeing these flashbacks of this person in his head, and how is he dealing with these flashbacks every single time of this emotional trauma that he should have felt years ago?
He doesn't like the rest of his emotions and shoves it away and goes straight back to I am Alfarius level tactics.
He's kind of what would you say in simple man terms? Kenny, Tom, Leo.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what you're driving at here at all.
Okay. He's.
I do not see any significant emotional
I mean,
growth
yeah,
or anything tied to these flashbacks.
I wouldn't say
all I'm
growth. I
saying
would
is,
say lack of.
yeah. Well, all I'm saying is this was
he's
a
not
very
an emotional character.
He's not an emotional character, but he is having thoughts of his sister, which is a little Unchar-like. But every time he has a thought of his sister, he's like, yeah, that's a good tactical thing. And it just kind of gets sheltered and shelved off towards a functional utilitarian use. Like he's shelving his emotions. Is I guess what I was getting at.
Yeah,
here.
this man hasn't had an emotion since his father was killed, and he dressed down an adult as a 5-year-old.
Well, is he not having emotions, or is he just weirdly good at shelving them, though? Is he really good at saying, this thing makes me sad?
We know he experiences anger and disgust.
Yeah, we know he
We
experiences that. Yeah. What could you call this? Sadness, longingness for his sister, this dismay in some sort of way. I don't want to linger on this too long, but it is very fascinating that we've seen now at least 2 instances of, I'm feeling sad. Yeah, that sadness would make a very good tactical thing on the battlefield, or that's how I think. It's to me at least, that's a very interesting thing. Let's see if y'all think about that in the future. Sorry, I got us off track.
It's not at all how I interpreted it.
Oh,
Alright.
how'd you interpret it?
No, I didn't give it any consideration, man.
Oh, okay.
Definitely not to the level that you're giving it.
Okay.
I did not ascribe as much significance to the fact that he thinks about Artesia and then makes a command decision.
Yeah.
Like,
Just,
I didn't
just
see anything in it.
to me, it was just a nice cinematic pattern. But move on. He says, yeah, there's probably commandos in that thing. And we enter our sequence of Amuro escaping from the Gunperry as the mother and son are trying to escape from the Lugan, as the Lugan is going back towards the
Going to
mat.
check up on him.
As Frau is like actively trying to flirt with the Lugan pilot here. It is still cracking me up.
Yeah.
The one person receptive to her flirting at all. Her, Kai, and Job John escaping. Our Lord and Savior Job John. Our favorite character in the show. Yeah.
And then the Lugan drops off supplies for the mother and child because they feel bad.
Yeah.
The mother and
Amuro's,
child run off like they're about to get shot at.
and Amuro's ready to blast this thing in the Gundam, which was hiding. And it's supplies. Food. Bandages.
And then somehow the Gundam is seen by its fucking flashing. So they
The
immediately go check
dumbest
up on it.
fucking
The
reason.
sun glares off its giant, stupid eyebrows.
So let's not even beat around the bush. This whole situation is Amuro's fault. He was supposed to do something completely else
Yes.
that Rio tells him.
Yes, it's all his fault.
Yeah, Magnus did in fact do something wrong.
Rio's like, dude, you're supposed to hide. He's supposed to hide in the lake, like Shiro did in the 8th MS team, and instead he's like, no, I'm gonna go behind this rock, and then not follow direct orders, and he hides behind the rock as the Lugan goes by, and immediately gets caught by a lens flare.
Yep. And then he wings it. The guys crash, swim out, and then we see them again later with the mom tending to their wounds. But
Yeah, I was so scared because I didn't forget. I'm like, man, I really do not want these 2 guys to die. They seem like
no, they couldn't die. That's why we wing hit them.
Well, I was scared because I was like, I didn't remember, and then I'm like, oh, this could just be a Tomino death moment, and there's fire in the cockpit.
Tom,
Nah,
do you say
Miles.
that because Amuro wing hits Garma in the next episode?
No, I say that because every time someone doesn't get immediately lethally shot in this show, they're not dead.
Good observation. Good observation.
Like, if they get wounded, that's because they're surviving for a narrative reason. Every single dop that Amuro hits, he hits center mass and it explodes immediately. Like, if we're killing, we're killing. If we wound, we're gonna talk.
Yeah.
Listen, man, we don't know if they're dead until we see a body with a hole in it.
I knew they weren't dead as soon as they went towards the lake, man. Like, literally the screenshot
I mean, I
round
did too. Yeah,
with,
no,
the, with, the,
absolutely.
with the curve in the smoke, I was like, oh, they're not dead. They're gonna
No,
survive.
yeah, absolutely.
Well, a battle starts, and we get our introduction of our 3rd and final Project V machine, the gun cannon.
Gun, dumb, gun, tank, gun,
Gun
cannon.
cannon.
The fact that we hear all 3 in the next episode made me like recoil the first time and go, why in the fuck?
All right. Do we need to go over anything with the gun cannon? Or do y'all cool?
Man.
Okay. It's just an
Cool with gun cannon.
intermediate. It's just an intermediate machine between gun tank and Gundam. Yep. Big things. Has a same beam rifle as a Gundam. Has some Vulcan cannons. The 240 millimeter cannons on its shoulders are a different model than those on the gun. The gun tank. They fire. They're mainly for mid-range support. It actually has a whole lot of things. It has a hand grenade. It uses the core block system, but it is quite literally between our traditional tank warfare machine, at least in the Universal Century, and our mobile samurai-looking machine. It is the intermediary. And it has about the same operating capacity as a Zaku, just as a heads up. But is a little bit more durable. Same about weight as a Zaku, if I'm right, too. Yeah.
And then this little shit finally gets traumatized, and it made me so happy.
Yeah, who's our pilot of the gun cannon, by the way?
Trouble.
No.
Trouble.
Good old Kai.
Dude, he just immediately, he's like, why are they shooting at me? Wait, war is hard. And then
Where?
We get the
fires
DOP shot.
all of his ammo.
Yeah, the rest of this episode, I didn't remember it being a whole big battle, but we get to see Amuro just go sicko mode, as Kai is crying and shitting his pants here.
Yeah,
Literal tears in his eyes.
as he's shooting people.
Yeah.
But then he finally comes back and is like, hey, looks like I'm not such a slouch after all.
Yeah, I shoved this guy off a cliff. I'm helping.
So, Gundam meme, gun cannon shoving that guy off the cliff is 50 plus years now, 40 years, something now, is one of the all-time greatest Gundam memes.
Yeah.
That's it about.
I do love, like, right after this, though, the one Zaku guy, it's the Federation mobile suit! Ah!
Drops his gun.
And then runs, just to get run through from behind. It's like, wouldn't you think, like, stand and fight?
Amuro, okay.
That was a war crime.
Yeah, Amuro slashed through a fleeing soldier.
Yeah, he killed an unarmed man who was fleeing combat.
Yeah. I looked at that and, like, literally went, that's a war crime. That's a war crime. That's a war crime.
So here's
he is Canadian.
So here's the question. Amuro is not an enlisted man. Can Amuro commit war crimes? And number two, if he can't commit war crimes, is part of the reason Bright has him and all these civilians in these
Bright's
things
not that conniving.
so that they cannot technically commit war crimes? Why isn't
Bright's lawful good.
Why isn't Rio piloting any of these? Why are the kids doing it?
Whoa! I wouldn't call
because Rio's too big to fit in anything that's not the core fighter.
Well, the core fighter is the same.
Don't attack me with logic, okay?
Amuro, how's Amuro fare in this battle, by the way? He's learned a new move, the shield throw, which is very effective.
Is it, though?
Yeah, he fucking loves that Captain America move.
He does it, twice.
He definitely thinks he's pretty cool when he does it.
You get to see a bunch of DOPs get destroyed. There's a moment when the Xeon guy's like, yo, we're shooting our own guys, bro.
Yeah.
But I'd say Amuro improves over the course of this thing. What do you think? This little battle.
Oh, absolutely. But his fucking mood sours, as we see in the next episode.
Oh, yeah. But they finish the battle, and we end off with our nice little ending subplot, our B plot. The mother is tending to the wounds of these Zeon soldiers.
Xeon.
And they go to leave, and they're like, oh, by the way, there's a city here called Angius. Ain't there no more, dog. It's been gone. By the way, where are you headed? As our nice little end beat of this episode. I love Tomino's directing. He did not have to have this little B plot here, but he chose to do it because he knew it would hit hard.
Yeah, now those two are just stranded, homeless.
Oh, they're probably going to turn back and go with the other survivors. especially now that the battle's leaving this area.
They both are still there. You can find their skeletons to this day. They're dead.
Their skeletons are 12 feet away. They didn't make it that far.
Yeah, little
No,
Carly
not at all.
refused to leave the capsule.
I like
The mother found a really shitty rock formation, twisted her ankle. It was all fucked.
I like to think they made it back. I like to think these two Xeon soldiers said, you know what, let's just buy a farm, bro. And they just bought a farm and work on the farm together. They left the war and lived a happy life. They didn't die.
And that's the farm that Pikachu and What's-Her-Face bought at the end of 8th MS team.
Yes, yes. By the way, when does the 8th MS team take place, by the way?
Oh, here we go.
I don't know, man. Like right now.
We're
It's in the lot. Yeah, like
we're
right
in
now.
September. When was
Okay,
the
and we
8th MS?
know that Christmas happens during the 8th MS team.
But we still have
That's Christmas.
75,000 Gundams in
It
6
puts-
minutes.
God damn it! It puts us in the latter half of the 1-year war.
So the Christmas of the 8th MS team, I believe, is that next year's Christmas. So Christmas of 0080.
Listen here, you motherfucker.
that wouldn't be 0079 Christmas.
I-
But this war does end in January, and we are in September right now. Do you think the 8th MS team is happening right now?
Yes.
By you, Tom, Kenny?
Miles, you're showing me the first episode of Game of Thrones and then going, "Hey, so how many dragons do you think there are going to be, and which one of these guys do you think's going to kill one?"
Well, how many Gundams do you think there are right now?
One, man.
One?
It's an experimental thing that nobody knew about. And they keep saying that.
Yeah. They don't even know the name of the white base. They keep just calling it the Trojan Horse, huh?
And oh, dude,
Hey,
I don't know, man.
Let's
I
go to
have
my
no
screen
idea what
right
our
now.
time is.
Let's go to our screen. We are in late September, 0079. Hey, let's go to our cool looking 90s video games. This is a cutscene from Gihren's Greed, concerning Project V. This YouTube video is by Yuitiro19. But this is a cutscene from the Gihren's Greed video game called Gihren's Greed Project V, if you want to search this up on YouTube. Let's look at this cutscene, boys. Feel free to talk through it. Have you seen, by the way, we talked about GMs. Have you seen the GM yet?
Nope.
No.
I thought that's
Nope.
what the gun cannon was, but then they called it gun cannon. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Feel free to talk through this. There's something really cool here, so you can also see the speed of a Gundam compared to the Zaku, because you can't see it in the 70s.
Whenever you wanna
animations
play
so
it.
much. Let's do that.
我々は新型戦艦木馬
I'll
と
turn it down a little
oh,
bit.
good Japanese with no
Ah,
subtitles.
shit, Kenny, what are they saying?
It doesn't matter.
正体であると考えていました
War crime.
Oh, shit.
So,
Hey, yo.
so you can see how fast it moves. I'll play that one more
Motherfucker came
time.
out of nowhere.
Just fucked up. Hello. Before the thing was even done exploding, it was just, hey.
Well, we don't know the distance that it moved. It could really just. That's not a good. I get it.
Yeah,
It's fast, but that's not a good indication or a comparison.
yeah.
That's not like the two of them running in a foot race.
It's just when they talk about the difference between Char Zaku and normal Zaku's in Gundam and the other in the other mobile suits available right now. That is a very good illustration. This is about 5 seconds into the cutscene for the video game. I'll play it one more time and let it play after.
戦の正体であると考えていましたしかし調査の結果
I mean, that would definitely be harder to fight. It's real quick, but
Gun-Take and gun cannon. They got McDonald's in the... Sorry, they got McDaniels in the Universal Century.
Mac Daniels.
We'll get there.
Big man Blastoise.
We got a giant shield in the ground. What's this? What's that look like's going on there?
Oh, that looks like the sniper boy.
But the body is of a Zaku, huh?
Green sniper boy.
Looks like a
But
GM.
yeah,
though.
no, it does have the
There's a
dull
skirt.
Zaku
They
skirt.
got their got Zaku parts running so they can research and learn more about Zaku engineering.
Who do these guys look like they are?
Dudes.
eggheads.
What side of the war do you think they're on?
Fetties.
Fetties could be Anaheim, could
Fetties.
be Zeon, maybe. Who knows?
そのデータをフィードバックしたモビルスーツの量産化ではない
This is all happening right now, chronologically. Hey, what's that?
Gee, yeah.
Probably GM.
それを裏付けるように
There's a
実
GM.
現に前後して前線では連邦製モビルスー
There's
ツ
a
の
pink
目撃が
gun
相次ぎ
tank.
すでに
Yeah, I'm gonna go with this is the start of GM.
Hey, what's that?
Oh, look at that.
Ah,
突き止めた
okay.
V 作戦の全貌です
So
Yeah, alright.
is this cutscene trying to explain how you built thousands of mobile suits in 17 seconds?
We'll get to that very soon. But I'll let you know right now, the 8th MS team, the show we watched, technically is not happening yet. But I at about 0:57, there's a screenshot here. What is that on your screen?
The 8th MS. I don't know what they call
Yeah,
them.
the
now.
RX-79s.
Yeah, the big backpack Gundam.
The ground type
Yeah.
Gundams, the RX-79s are
Right, the big backpack Gundam.
yeah. But those are seemingly in construction right now. But we end off our episode, back to the episode, in a very cinematic way with this mother and son distraught that the place they were trying to get to is gone, and then Amuro and Frau looking out into the distance as the horizon rises in the night sky. By the way, just side note, I think besides her obviously liking him a whole lot, Amuro and Frau are very good childhood friends. Like they obviously already like care about each other
Yeah.
to some degree. Yeah, besides the Amuro not picking up on signals or not caring. But hey, we'll stop for now and move on to our final episode, episode 9, Fly Gundam. Please, someone take it away. I've been talking for too long.
Amuro has PTSD. Cool.
Okay.
Scream over.
Do you think it's PTSD?
I
Yes.
don't know. He's stressed. He's a child in. a
He
war
literally
zone.
says, I can't
sleep.
seem to sleep even when I have the time. Every time I close my eyes, I just think about the battles. I just see the battles that I previously fought. That is PTSD at its core.
Well, is not a little opening at 2:54? Is not little Haro here gonna cheer you up as Frau runs up the ladder and stairs with Haro and its little cute extendy arms? Does that not warm the heart
Nothing
of
cheers him
Amuro?
up until he gets a secret tomato. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, girl in pink and annoying little ball robot, stop bugging me.
I also love him just aura farming in this little tank top he got on. You know, he felt like he was looking harder than he actually was right here. In his mind, he looks awesome.
Yeah, but he's being the most dramatic little bitch and just being like, I'm fine, turns away, arms crossed, and just nothing's bugging me, and then just immediately starts ranting as to why he just is pissed off.
Well, let's just have this discussion right now. What do we think about Amuro in this episode in general? What do you think? What's up with him? Because I have a theory at the end of this. But what thoughts about Amuro in general, just as a character? Is he that altruistic mech protagonist he's made out to be?
No.
Give me your thoughts,
But
boys.
he's the son of an engineer of a revolutionary mech project whose handbook / operation controls got dropped into his lap like a goddamn death note,
He's a
and now he's
military
asked to
guy.
constantly get in the fucking mech Shinji because he was at the wrong end at the wrong time with the wrong explosion, and now he's just a kid stuck here being a soldier.
Let's put a pin in that Shinji thing for a sec. What about him just in general? Like, he argues with Bride a whole lot. He fights with Kai. He goes off on his own. Still, show seems to be putting him up as the guy. Thoughts? Kitty, Leo, Tom?
I mean, he is the guy to a certain extent. He gives food to children. He's lawful good. Actually, no, never mind. He's chaotic good.
He's chaotic good.
He's chaotic good. He doesn't really enjoy lawful structures. And that he, like, you tell him he can't do something, he's like, well, now I want to do it more. Now I definitely want to pilot that big suit with the giant gun on it, even because you told me I can't. But yeah, no, this episode, I think he does come to some kind of. We're led to believe by the music that he's come to some kind of emotional revelation. I don't know what that revelation is, but he suddenly decides, okay, no, it's worth it to fight. I don't. I'm unclear on his reasoning, but
Yeah.
the trumpets made it very clear that he'd had some kind of emotional breakthrough.
I think so too. But Kenny, you haven't said something in a minute. Just want to make sure. Thoughts on our curly-haired brown boy?
Yeah, just getting burnt out from it, you know. I can't really think. Yeah, I don't know. I agree with Tom and Leo, I guess.
Here's my general thoughts on Amuro. 4 years, there is another, and I know people get upset when you bring this show up. There is another mech anime with a protagonist, Leo said it earlier, that people for years have been screaming about how much that guy is a little bitch, how much that guy sucks, how he needs to get into the robot and stop being a little baby. One Shinji Ikari of Neon
Crank
Genesis
that soldier boy,
Evangelion.
Shinji. Sorry.
You yeah. Thoughts on Shinji versus Amuro, just real quick. Who is the bigger bitch?
Bro, I watched Evangelion once over 10 years ago. So don't ask me.
I would say
Neither.
that Shinji is the bigger bitch.
Okay.
I say neither.
Okay. Well, elaborate, both of you. Leo, and
I
Kenny.
say neither because Shinji is basically given the task of, hey, do this or everyone dies, which is a completely different like thought process to go through compared to Armor, which is, you know, a lot of people die with you, but compared to the other one is like, hey, you should prevent a literal nightmare apocalypse situation occurring, which is the third impact. You know,
Yeah.
there's a bit of a pressure on a teenage boy who doesn't really care for a lot of people anyways. So that's how I see it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but in Evangelion, there's more of a you are literally the only one who can do this.
That too.
So, yeah, I want to go back to that. Leo, give me your thoughts though before we do that.
Not just. God damn it! Can I spoil Evangelion?
Feel free. We'll do it. Spoilers for all of
the only
Andrew's
reason he
Evangelion.
can pilot. The only reason he is the only one that can pilot is because that fucking Ava is built after his fucking mom.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for the fact that he was getting inside of his own mother, don't get me started on that one.
Yeah.
That'd be a completely different show. But the fact that the pinnacle and like the end of the anime, and now mind you, I haven't seen any of the movies because, well, nobody's got time for that. I see where you're getting at, Kenny. Like, they definitely go through their own hardships, and Shinji definitely had a lot more pressure. However, his just general trying to accept and get over the fact, you know, or I should say lack thereof, makes him the bigger bitch. Amuro's crash out right now is kind of validated. I mean, we're 9 episodes in. This man has fought Shard a handful of times, got his ass kicked more times than I can count, and frankly has been in more life-threatening situations than I would like to imagine. So, I mean, he's due a little bit of justice.
Here's my thoughts on this. Shinji, episode 1 of Evangelion. Shinji gets brought to a secret underground military base as essentially a kaiju attack is happening outside. He doesn't know angels or the celestial nature of it. Or alien nature, whichever one you interpret it as. He's brought to a military base. He has 2 grown adults arguing back and forth of whether he should get inside and pilot this machine. He says no. His father, who he hasn't seen for years, comes up in front of him and tells him to get in. He says no again. And then they wheel out a blue-haired girl in bandages in front of him and say, if you do not get in this thing, she is going to have to. And she will die, and we all will die. Amuro, episode 1 of Gundam, is in an unadvantageous situation. He should not be a 16-year-old piloting this Gundam as much as Shinji should be a 14-year-old piloting his Eva. But he voluntarily pilots this thing relentlessly for the last 9 episodes. He has qualms with it. He has things he doesn't want to do and things he feels uncomfortable with. But he does it of his own volition. if I were to call one a bigger bitch, I think Amuro, at least with his behavior right now, is the more unreasonable one, because up to now he has agreed to do all this fighting. Though it was to defend his friends initially, he was not strong-armed by anyone to keep being the Gundam pilot. He's volunteered to do this. That is my take, versus Shinji being psychologically, physically, and unfortunately sexually abused into doing it throughout Eva, for the most part. But that's just my take. But yeah, we get to see around 350 Frau going back and forth with him, like, yo, are you okay? And he's like, stop talking to me, girl, you don't understand me.
Yeah, the Amuro's got some lines this time.
He's got some lines, bro.
I didn't record any of them this time, because then we go to some other stuff.
Yeah, Bride and the crew on the bridge.
Apparently HQ is
Yeah, and
literally
Steve
not helping
making
them.
fun of the chef.
Yeah,
He's
Kai.
like, hey man, you're fat. You
Trouble
must be
Steve
stealing
just calling
food.
the chef fat.
Frau leaves. Kai is making fun of their chef, the guy who prepares all their food, for being big.
Bad
bodied.
idea.
Insanely stupid idea. Not even just like for your own health, but this dude could prepare the nastiest thing in the world for you, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, Kai's just such a dick, bro. The biggest bitch in this show is Kai, between Ava and
Yes.
Gundam.
We do know then that then the Littles show up and they give Amuro his secret tomato.
Yes, talk
And
about the
he's
secret
like,
tomato.
oh wait, maybe I have emotions for a moment.
Lil
Which is
Kika gives him
interesting
his
because
tomato.
the end of, I think, the last bit of 3, the end of that episode was them coming up, those same 3 little kids, being like, we have candy and cake and soda pop and childhood joy. Would you like some? No. Slams door and enters PTSD fugue hole. So I guess now we're showing emotion a little bit when we're handed a tomato. That's a secret.
I also, just this shot at about 5:52, 5:53, the contrast between these two character models is evident.
Yeah.
She is like the kids are like characters from a whole different world. Her head is bigger than his.
Yeah, half her head is a smile.
Yes. I also
Like-
love his shoes are like saggy.
Dude, he looks like he has Grinch feet.
Yes.
God, I never paid attention to it until you brought light to it, and now I can't. It's like a car crash. I can't look away.
Really though.
Do you think Amuro has like a special connection with these kids? Like, do you think he relates more with kids than teenagers or adults closer to his age?
No, I think that he just recognizes the, like, because Frau's been trying and
Frau
making
is
gestures and all, but he's just like, that's just Frau doing Frau things. But like a little kid coming up and handing you a tomato, like, you can, there's no guile. Like, you know exactly what they're trying to do, exactly what they're intending, and there's nothing you can do except take the tomato and feel your little heart melt.
There's a lot more face value to it, not a lot, like, less conspiracy to it all.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's him staring at a tomato being like, I think I know what I'm fighting for now.
And the crew's gonna go on recon. We get a little scene where he gets to see a guy steal literally food off a kid's plate. And then we
Yeah.
get... I love it. The
He
beginning...
gives that kid his food. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. No, I'm talking over you.
That was wild. But then he's
Yeah.
like, it's my food. I can do what I want with it. Shut up, Frau. You're a girl.
You're
And he, then he goes to eat his tomato like the guy who used to host Iron Chef. And then,
like an apple.
yeah. But then Bright calls him up, and he's just like, no, I'm eating my tomato. I'm not gonna go.
Bright
Yeah,
says
hold on.
we need to do
Like-
some recon so we all survive, and Rio will go with
Yeah.
you. And he's like, no, I don't want to. I don't feel like it, in SpongeBob terms.
Yeah. It's like, what do you mean you don't feel like it? You're a soldier. It's like, well, as Miles keeps pointing out, actually, I'm not a soldier.
Also, I
Um,
love the following sequence of the Xeon side of course, Garma has a red dop.
Oh, he has an
No,
orange
it's
dot.
gold and purple.
It's gold and purple.
That's
Which,
even
Of
worse.
course it is.
I thought it was just red, just because
No.
Sharzaku's red.
No, it's purple to match his hair, and then he put gold accents in so you know how posh he is.
He's the
Jesus,
coolest dude.
Emperor's children much?
I also love his like hair covering his eye in this little full purple suit he has on, and then the wings on the front are mimicking Char's like helmet too. I think he is the biggest Char fanboy. Like he's
Oh, he's absolutely a Char fanboy.
he doesn't act like it because he outranks him just from family blood, but
He's been a Char fanboy since he met him and couldn't beat him.
yeah. But Garma's going out in
Yeah,
his
since that whole everything you can
Garma's
do, I can
going
do better
Rambo.
phase.
Exactly. But Miles, we need to have a talk.
yes sir.
Because right after this, Big Boy and Short Stack come back in the Core Fighters, right?
Yeah, Hayato and Ryu.
Okay. How do they come back?
I'm looking.
What happens is they're flying in at high speeds, and then White Base drops like a bar. Basically, they're dropping like an aircraft carrier, like cable tie, where like you come in, it hooks, and then it slows you down as you're like pulling this cable as you're going down this very short runway on an aircraft carrier.
Yes,
It's
sir.
basically that, but upside down.
Yes, sir.
Does anybody want to hazard a guess why maybe that's a terrible fucking idea?
Please tell us.
Okay, so when I land on an aircraft carrier, is there something between me and this cable that I've hooked? It's called wheels. So
Yeah.
there's something between me and the thing that I am being pulled down and towards. Okay, so if I'm flying at a high speed and something hooks me and suddenly pulls me backwards from one point on my craft, what's gonna happen to my aircraft?
I love that Tom is just like the most passive aggressive physics teacher right now.
The nose is gonna go whoop and crash directly into the ship that just hooked me, killing the pilot instantly as his cockpit is crushed against the larger fuselage.
Yeah, I don't got an explanation for you, bro.
So dumb.
Universal
so dumb.
Century, it's partially magnetic, so they figured out a way to make it work.
Bro, you could have put this on top of either one of White Base's big blocky front bits.
Yeah.
You literally catapult him out of that. You
Yeah.
can't catapult him back in?
What's funny is I think this is the only time we see this mechanism, this
Yeah,
zip tie
because it
mechanism
killed
being
the
used.
pilot that used it the first time.
Afterwards, most Gundam pilots, even in space battles, just land either in the hangar. Most of them land either in the hangar bay or just land in the catapult area. If I'm right, if anyone has landed in the catapult area, but yeah,
I mean that just I had to pause and decide whether or not I was going to send you the full explanation of why I hate it. I decided to save that one.
I know. I love it, and we get to see. I guess out of universe, out of canon. Who knows? In universe, Universal Century just has tech we can only imagine, my boy.
Nah, dog.
But we go a little further to after the Kai and the Hayato and those guys are suiting up to just short of battered wife Frau.
So Amuro says, "I'm tired of being scared," which, like, dude, is not fighting gonna help you not be scared? Like, that's my thing with this is I don't understand how he's not squaring that. Like, dude, you're on a warship. Like, even if you get off this warship, you've still been on a top secret warship. You will be interrogated. Like, your life is fear now. Have fun.
Yeah. It's very weird because, again, they're minors, they're children. You can't put too much on their shoulders, but also, at about 16, 17, I feel like Amuro should be able to understand, hey, this is an unideal situation, bro. You either need to step aside completely from piloting this thing so we can find another pilot, or work through your stuff really quick. And then at 11:31... Alright, so how do we broach this? Because this scene has actually changed its interpretation in the Gundam fan base. Its reception, I could say, over the course of the years. 11:31. Bright opens that damn door, and we get the most famous scene in OG Gundam history. The Bright Slap. Which
slapping Amuro for being a selfish brat.
is a meme that has persisted. Give me you guys' thoughts. I'm talking too much.
I can see why Bright did it.
It's undeserved, yeah.
No, it's Bright trying to get him to realize, like, yo, man, you're a soldier. You're the only one who's capable of doing this. So either step up or watch your girl die.
He walks up and slaps Bright. Sorry, Bright slaps Amuro twice over putting everybody's life in danger. And
Yeah, well, we got another slap after the commercial break, too.
yeah. Mobile Suit Breakdown has talked about this. The impact that this scene had on... Oh, sorry. We're getting a little bit of noise from you, Kenny. Sorry. The impact that this scene has had on the community for years is kind of crazy because it has been played as a joke for the longest amount of time. A lot of people have started to recontextualize this as like kind of abusive. Bright is an adult here who should not be physically hurting children. There is the argument that
It's like a 3-year gap, isn't there?
yeah, there's a 3-year gap, 16 to 19. What's our thoughts? What's our thoughts?
Slap him. Slap him again.
Slap him harder.
You should have slapped him earlier. Amuro is a kid who's gone through his life not being slapped early and often enough.
Amuro has not been... Okay, so this is going to get me in trouble saying this. I have a personal thing. I think it does good for you once, as a young man specifically, to get punched in the face once by a peer before you turn 18. Not by an
Yes.
adult, not by someone in the position in power.
No.
You need-
There is value in getting into fights with similarly aged people.
You need to get your...
At-
not
at
even
a
fights.
As an adolescent boy.
As an adolescent boy, to make sure you are not a rapist, a sex offender, a tyrannical tech bro billionaire crybaby. I think it is good, at least once before you turn 18, that not an adult in a position of power, not your dad, your uncles, your football coach, whoever, for another dude, upon you exerting poor behavior, to slug you or slap you once so you understand mortality. That is my thought on that. This gets tricky here because Bright is not only a superior officer, he's a superior officer slapping a non-enlisted man.
Yeah, but this is Lord of the Flies and the rules don't matter.
I get it. But yeah, the Bright slap is a historical Gundam meme. Do we have general thoughts on this scene? In general?
No, I mean, very deserved.
Yeah, deserved.
Deserved? Alright.
Amuro can feel his feelings and everything, but at the end of the day, man, you're the pilot, and if you don't want everyone to die, please just get in the mech, Shinji.
I love the line he says. He's like, why not just pilot it yourself? And then he turns away, turning the cheek towards him, thinking Bright's not gonna do it. And then he does it, and I was trying to get the screenshot up for you. He does it so fast I couldn't even pause at about 11 minutes 55 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, the impact is insanely fast.
Yeah, but it's what Frau says that actually gets him.
Yeah, so Bright leaves and some other things happen. I'm boggled at this. I have been boggled for years. What happens between Amuro and Frau, guys?
Oh man.
House says he's not a real man.
Frau says he's not a real man. And I guess more scenes progress. He leaves at about 13:58 as the battle's going on outside. That's not the part that surprised me for years. The part that surprised me for years is Frau being like, holy shit, I'll just pilot the Gundam Amuro. And he's like, no, you're not. Not in that pink uniform, you're not.
That's I did send I had to pause it and send Miles an immediate what did I send you? Because I was laughing.
You're not gonna get any mascara or nail polish in my mobile suit, lady. Let me get over my issues right now. No woman in my Gundam.
No, I sent you. Frau Bo earnestly places hand on shoulder. There's no way you could operate Gundam properly. You're a woman.
Hero?
Like, absolutely
wild.
has that tone of like legit places. It's like that you absolutely couldn't operate Gundam properly. Like
In Japanese, I think I'm trying to get this sub up right now. She basically says like, hot damn it, I'll pilot it, and then Amuro places the hand on the shoulder. And trying to make sure I got my subs up right now. I don't have it. I didn't have it. He places the hand on the shoulder and he says, not you, Frau, essentially. He says, not you. Wild. And they never loop back on what he meant by this. I'm not sure if this is Tomino saying basically Frau's too inexperienced. Functionally, I'll just say it, in terms of character design, Frau is just girl Amuro. They are both brown-haired space children of light complexion. She totally could have just learned to do this. She's just his female counterpart.
yeah. And again, I maintain that Frau has been handling the entire refugee population single-handedly.
Yes. Level-headed, good head on her shoulders. I mean, if you guys think Amuro's one of those new type things.
Okay,
not.
so here's the thing, though. We have seen what happens when Frau comes under fire. She takes a couple rounds and she forgets how to run.
Okay,
So,
we saw that
maybe
once.
not the best combat pilot.
We saw that once in episode 1, but also Amuro also, was not really prepared then,
Dude, he ran at the speed of Flash.
Over to that RX-78. Good point.
He was pretty fucking fast. He saw the first opportunity to get in that bitch and said, "Yo."
Yeah, but
he leaves on the line, I guess I'm a man after all, which feels so like
wild.
Like he needed that one.
Yeah.
It was a scar against his manhood, this getting slapped around by Bright, but more this woman, this Frau Bo, daring to say that she could pilot his Gundam.
Wherever the fuck she came from.
He acts like a 16-year-old boy. More than most mech pilots, he acts like a 16-year-old boy.
Yeah. But then we get my boy Char being a sneaky bitch.
Oh yeah, let's meanwhile, as all this is going on, what's going on with Char?
Well, Garma's flying around focusing on the engines, actually doing some real damage. And Char's like, hey, is nobody watching? Cool. Something electrical.
He pulls a radio cable, and as he's doing it, I love this conversation he has where it's like, hey, you guys going to get chewed out by Garma? I don't want to get chewed out by Garma. Just putting it out there. It's just stalling these two guys.
No, he lays the groundwork perfectly. He's like, because he knows, he's like, okay, I've disabled radio communications. It's going to be weird if they can't hear Garma and he's coming back towards us and he's visible and he's damaged and he's not calling for help. So I got to come up with a way to cover for that. Hey, you guys know how Garma's like super proud and would never ask for help in any situation? Yeah, cool. So like, we definitely shouldn't help him unless he explicitly asks for our help, which he can't do. Because otherwise he would like totally court-martial you, right?
He court-martialed me.
Court martial. Yeah, I love he
And
does.
I showered with the door open.
Yeah, he's like, he'd court martial even me, bro. Yeah.
Which it's such a good plan, because if Garma dies, sure. If he doesn't, and he comes back, and he's like, "Why weren't you answering my radio calls?" He's like, "I don't know, man. Blame your engineer."
Tom,
Like,
Because it was just so dirty.
he's
how could you?
such a sneaky bitch, and I love him.
How could you slanderously imply that Char, the Red Comet, the hero of the Battle of Loom, who took down 5 battleships on his own for the glory of Zeon, how could you imply that he'd killed the Zombie's golden child, Garma, or even attempt that?
How could you imply that Char could ever be a spy, could ever be working for his own means, towards his own gains?
He is Alfarius.
I just don't see a world where that could possibly happen. As if the sarcasm isn't obvious for my voice, 100% he tried killing Garma here. I love this battle scene afterwards of him rocket jumping into the air and firing the.
It's a trampoline fight, dude.
It's a trampoline fight. Like I said prior, he learned, and he said the Gundam's not made for air to mid-air
I
battles.
don't know. It
and
was
he
kind of
learns mid-air
cool
battles.
kicking a fin off of a dop.
Oh,
That
he
was kinda
kicks
cool.
the cockpit off.
Yeah. Cuts Garma's wing off when he does a big charge. But
Oh. And we end off our episode with Garma and them flying away, Bright being like, you know what, you're a good kid. And we meet somebody else.
Lieutenant Matilda,
Who is
our new redhead.
I fucking love Lieutenant Matilda.
who is
Amuro.
who is introduced
Oh boy.
after, because Amuro almost hits her supply carrier. I forgot the name. She's introduced with a golden, like, orange glow behind her, and like this close up of her legs panning up
And
to her
her
face.
hat is really big.
Yeah, and she's from Supreme
She
Command.
has a big hat.
She's from Supreme
she?
Command. She is
No,
from High Command.
she's with General Revel. She
General Revel.
specifically says she's not from General HQ.
Yeah. She's from General Revel, giving them orders that they have no orders right now. What are thoughts on Miss Matilda?
Oh, we know Amuro's thoughts.
I'm
She's a
so glad
real
somebody
woman.
came up showing, like, knowing what the fuck they're actually doing.
Yeah, I like her. She seems competent.
Very competent. I love how he's like, what? Who is she? Why is she giving me orders? Amuro's
Ugh.
not...
What is woman?
Dude,
Booga booga.
he is not helping himself after the way he treated Frau earlier, and then now going into the way...
No.
with
So
Matilda here.
so what I love, I mean solid laughing for like straight 30 seconds by myself.
Yeah?
In full like narrator voice. Matilda departs. A slight fragrance still lingers in the air. For Amuro, this is the first time he's noticed the charms of a woman. Cut to Frau leaning against the wall.
Sticking out her tongue, like,
Yeah.
Huh, girls
Okay.
exist.
The
Wait,
other
you're
women.
a girl?
Okay, so that's not how I took that. I took that as like Frau just being super disgusted, just being super jealous at Amuro's reaction to her, and not Frau's advances. I don't think he's noticing Frau. I think
No,
she's
no.
she's just like, yeah.
But I like that it's the first time he's noticed a girl. Cut to the girl who's been trying to get him to notice her.
Yeah. Man,
Get fucked.
it's so well, man. It's so
Yeah, I know, she's trying.
Man, I feel so bad for her. Like I said, I feel so bad for her, dude. Poor Frau, and little
Go
I mean,
Yeah,
it's really her fault for continuing to try.
I don't think it's so far. It seems like none of these dudes here also would be a good match for her. So far, at least, I'd say.
I don't think any of them really recognize her as a girl.
She's just food lady. She's food and cleaning lady. And then there's nice older but stern older sisters Mirai and Sayla up on the bridge, and that's it.
Yeah, but now there's new redhead chick with legs named Matilda, and Woman.
Woman. By the way, we have argued for years about what that scene means. Because Matilda leaves after this. What Amuro has noticed the scent of a woman means. I'm as lost as you.
You want me to be crass?
Tomino? Please don't be
Oh,
weird.
boy.
Okay, I'll say a crass thing, then you say a crass thing, okay?
You ever heard the introduction of Colt 45?
No.
Yes.
Okay, we'll listen to it after this, and you'll know what I'm talking about.
I have a theory on this episode I've had for a minute. Do you want to hear it? This is me being a little crass, okay?
I want to go bed, man.
I know. We'll end off with this. Amuro's being a little man-child this whole episode, right? This whole episode could have been avoided if Amuro just went to the bathroom.
If that man would have just taken 5 minutes to just go and crank it.
Just cranked it for 5 minutes, came back. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I was off.
I was crashing out, man.
My bad, bro. I just needed to get that out of my system.
Need 5 minutes in the Gatorade. Sorry.
5 minutes in the Gatorade.
Need a refuel. Sorry.
I'm again not trying to be weird. I'm just thinking to myself at 16, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh my god.
It's just the only because that line at the end of Amuro has finally experienced the scent of a woman is so weird, and I wouldn't put it past Tomio.
It's
I mean, if he hasn't
weird.
before, he's going to now.
It came out of nowhere. Man. To end the episode like that
It's
was
bizarre.
a choice.
Wild.
Yeah.
Like, if you had sent me that script, you and I would have been
Oh,
messaging
yes.
back and forth for literally the rest of the day. I probably would have driven to your house.
It
to
would
have
have
it out
been
with
no,
Like-
no, we are not doing that.
you. Yeah.
It's just so weird. It's so weird. All right, there we go. I've waited forever to tell someone that conspiracy theory that episode 9 of Gundam could have just been avoided if Amuro just cranked it at some point before. And
Wild.
Man. All right. Well, hey, we're gonna finish off with that. Thank y'all so much for being here. We are through 1/5 of the episodes. Crazy. Yeah, over 1/5. Next time we'll be starting with episode 10. Hey, do y'all see the names of the next 3 episodes?
I ain't get that far.
I try not to look ahead.
Yeah.
Do you want me to say it or not?
Yeah, go on. Next 3 episodes, Kenny.
Okay, episode 10, Karma's Fate. 11, Isolino, Love Remains. 12, The Threat of Xeon.
Let's pick up with Garma's fate next time and see if we can figure out what happens in that episode, boys.
Oh boy.
All right. Thank you all for watching the Federation's Finest. Went a little long on this one. We'll do better next time. See ya.